So when I worked at the All Red unit, there was a couple like low key celebrities and one major celebrity. There was a couple football players that I think they lived back in the dorm. They played for like the Cowboys or something like that, and they drinking and driving and hurt somebody, and they were out there. And I think he was actually one of those guys that went to schools and stuff and kind of showed people like, don't mess up. It's not the way to go. So he was kind of paying his society at that. But he was also, think about it, he went from being an NFL football player to being in a maximum security penitentiary. So, I mean, that's how that guy was. There's another rapper out there. He's probably best known, I guess, for being on some of the South Park Mexican CDs. His name was Little Bing. He was there for murder, I believe, and got a life sentence. And he just looked like any other, Hispanic inmate. I mean, look, you would never know. Only reason you would know that he was kind of famous is because whenever he got sent to 11 building, I had to go through his belongings and make sure, you got to document everything that they have. Like there was pictures from like a lot of famous Houston rappers and like Free Little Bing from Christina Milian or something, or I can't even remember the famous people now, but like pictures of him and other famous people with jewelry and all that kind of whole thing. You know what I'm saying? The most notorious individual out there, though, or the most famous individual out there, his name was South Park Mexican, SPM. And for those of you that don't know, he was really blowing up in the late 90s. Like some of my buddies went and watched him perform at a concert in Roswell, New Mexico, when he was still doing like roller rinks before he blew all the way up with like, some of his stuff. And super famous. Some people argue he is the best Mexican rapper that ever did it. But the problem is, South Park Mexican is a child molester, and there was a sergeant, I knew a sergeant that pulled his travel card, and it was even documented in there that he had confessed to, like, not one of them, but confessed to another incident of, like, he's like, I didn't do this one, but maybe I did that one, you know what I mean? The fact is, they were like 13-year-old girl and girls even littler than that he had molested, and one I think he impregnated. And they tried to post his bail by saying that, oh well, she was in a strip club, and I saw that thing on the interview once. But that's no fucking excuse. Point blank, period. I mean, it's just, especially, I don't believe it. Me personally, I don't believe it. But the thing that he had gotten moved from a southern prison to a prison up north, to our prison, because for trying to run his business out of the prison down south. So I guess he was trying to make boss moves from the joint. You can't do that. And so how did the correctional officers treat this guy? Well, some of them just did their job or whatever, but there were some people that were real fanboys. Like there was a CO out there, I know for a fact, that was laminating letters that SPM would give him. And like if SPM would write him something, he would laminate it and keep it at his house. I'm like, that's the most unprofessional thing that you can damn do. Because whether he's famous or not, one, he's a child molester, and like the general rule of thumb is you don't cut for those guys. And then two, you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable position where you could possibly compromise and become a dirty boss. And do you think SPM gives a damn if you go to jail for 10 years behind bringing in something? No, he don't care. You're just a means to an end. Like if he could talk you into doing it, here, I'll write you your own personal little rap, and he laminated or something. And now this guy's like, well, I'll bring you in. Yeah, I'll bring you in, no problem, friend. You know what I mean? And that's where things become a problem, when they start trying to be friends with people, because you never win when that happens. But generally, I guess it's circumstantial and situational on how celebrities get treated. And there was never a celebrity big enough that was at the All Red unit. They were PC'd up. SPM was in high security, so he was under like a camera the whole damn time too. But anyway. Yeah, people cut for that guy. I didn't like that, man, because it's just the fact of the matter. He is a child molester. Even if he did good, made good music. I don't even listen to his music, because I won't listen to R. Kelly either. I will not support somebody that is traumatized other small human beings like that. I don't think it's a good idea for to support people that do bad things anyway, but damn sure not ones that hurt kids. All right, I'll holler at you.